Samaritan Hebrew is a reading tradition as used liturgically by the Samaritans for reading the ancient Hebrew language of the Samaritan Pentateuch. In contrast to Biblical Hebrew, for the Samaritans, ancient Hebrew as a spoken everyday language became extinct and was succeeded by Aramaic, which itself ceased to be a spoken language sometime between the 10th and the 12th centuries and succeeded by Arabic. The phonology of Samaritan Hebrew is highly similar to that of Samaritan Arabic, used by the Samaritans in prayer. Today, the spoken vernacular among Samaritans is evenly split between modern Israeli Hebrew and Palestinian Arabic, depending on whether they reside in Holland or in Shechem. History and discovery. The Samaritan language first became known in detail to the Western world with the publication of a manuscript of the Samaritan Pentateuch in 1631 by Jean Morin. In 1616 the traveller Pietro della Valle had purchased a copy of the text in Damascus, and this manuscript, now known as Codex B, was deposited in a Parisian library. Between 1815 and 1835, Wilhelm Gesenius wrote his treatises on the original of the Samaritan version, proving that it post-dated the Masoretic text. Between 1957 and 1977, Zeddy V. Benheim published in 5 volumes his monumental Hebrew work on the Hebrew and Aramaic traditions of the Samaritans. Benheim, whose views prevail today, proved that modern Samaritan Hebrew is not very different from Second Temple Samaritan, which itself was a language shared with the other residents of the region before it was supplanted by Aramaic. Orthography. Samaritan Hebrew is written in the Samaritan alphabet, a direct descendant of the Paleo-Hebrew alphabet, which in turn is a variant of the earlier Phoenician alphabet. The Samaritan alphabet is close to the script that appears on many ancient Hebrew coins and inscriptions of ancient Israel. By contrast, all other varieties of Hebrew, as written by Jews, employ the later, square, Hebrew alphabet, which is in fact a variation of the Aramaic alphabet that Jews began using in the Babylonian exile following the exile of the Kingdom of Judah in the 6th century BCE. During the 3rd century BCE, Jews began to use this stylized, square, form of the Aramaic alphabet that was used by the Persian Empire, which in turn was adopted from the Assyrians, while the Samaritans continued to use the Paleo-Hebrew script, which evolved into the Samaritan script. Phonology. Consonant Samaritan Hebrew shows the following consonantal differences from Biblical Hebrew. The original phonemes *, do not have spirantized allophones, though at least some did originally in Samaritan Hebrew. *p has shifted to f. With has shifted to b everywhere except in the conjunction, and, where it is pronounced as with, *l has merged with, unlike in all other contemporary Hebrew traditions in which it is pronounced per second. The laryngeals, hh, have become, or null everywhere, except before, where *h, sometimes become. Q, is sometimes pronounced as, though not in Pentateuch reading, as a result of influence from Samaritan Arabic. Q may also be pronounced as chi, but this occurs only rarely in influent reading. Vowels phonemic length is contrastive, e.g., rb, great, versus rb, wide. Long vowels are usually the result of the elision of guttural consonants. I and e are both realized as e in closed post-tonic syllables, e.g., bit, house, abbot, the house, g, aga. In other cases, stress I shifts to e when that syllable is no longer stressed, e.g., dabati, but, dabatima. U and o only contrast in open post-tonic syllables, e.g., jedu, his hand, jedo, his hands, where o stems from a contracted diphthong. In other environments, o appears in closed syllables and u in open syllables, e.g., door, durod. Stress generally differs from other traditions, being found usually on the penultimate and sometimes on the ultimate. Grammar. Parts of speech. Pronouns. Personal demonstrative. This. Mask. They, fem. Zed, acute, ot. Place. Illa. That. Alas. Relative. Who, which. As are. Interrogative. Who equals me. What equals ma. Noun. When suffixes are added, e and o in the last syllable may become I and u. Bore, pit, greater than bureaut, pits. Note also af, anger, greater than e acute ppa, her anger. Segolits behave more or less as in other Hebrew varieties. Beton, stomach, greater than batnek, your stomach. Kesif, silver, greater than kesifanu, our silver. Deret, greater than derkakima, your road. Boteres, earth, greater than arsak, your earth. Article. The definite article is aroi, and causes gemination of the following consonant, unless it is a guttural. It is written with a he, but as usual, the h is silent. Thus, for example, anar equals the youth, lm equals the meat, ae acute mur equals the donkey. Number. Regular plural suffixes are m mask, ot fem, amm the days, lmot dreams. Dual is sometimes im, senatar yim 2 years. Usually m like the plural y acute dem, hands. Tradition of divine names. Samaritans have the tradition of either spelling out loud with the Samaritan letters Joth, i.e. bar, i.e. or saying Shema, meaning name in Aramaic, similar to Judean Hebrew, Hashem. Verbs. Affixes are particles. Prepositions. In, using, pronounced. Be before a vowel. Be equals with a sword. Be a stew with his wife. Bar before a bilabial consonant. Bar bet in a house. Bar madbar in a wilderness. Ev before other consonant. Evlila in a night. Avd acute var with the thing. Bar be before the definite article. Baraset in the beginning. Bayom in the day. As, like, pronounced. Ka without the article. Kardimuchu in his likeness. Ke with the article. Ke acute yyom like the day. 2. Pronounced. El before a vowel. El avi to my father. El avad to the slave. Al before a consonant. Al beni to the children. Le before el. Le leket to go. El before the article. La muad at the appointed time. La seon to the flock. And pronounced. W before consonants. Wal Sarah and to Sarah. U before vowels. U yes seg and he caught up. Other prepositions. Al towards. El fani before. Bedu for him. El kerot against. Baal die except me. Conjunctions u or m if when. Aval but. Adverbs la not. Ka also. Afu also. Inak you are not. Ifa where. Me acute ti when. Fa here. Sama there. Mitate under. Bibliography. J. A. Rosenberg, Lehrbuch der Samaritanischen Sprache und Literatur, Hartlebens Verlag, Wien, Pest, Leipzig, Ben Im, Zev, A Grammar of Samaritan Hebrew, Jerusalem, The Hebrew University Magnus Press, ISBN 1-57506-047-7, Florentine, Mose. Late Samaritan Hebrew, a linguistic analysis of its different types. Brill. ISBN 9789004138414.